YouTube today, so I'm just not. Hello. And no, I don't have all the energy I normally have because I am sick. I did push myself into a lupus crisis. I felt it coming. I said, well, there's that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, I know it's going to take a minute because don't nobody think I'm about to be in here. Hey, y'all. Ooh, good morning. I feel like I'm supposed to be up higher, but wait a minute. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, my son brought me this shirt, and it's authentic. It's from like 1980 something, so it's an original, and it's got the velour on it. He said, "Mom, I found this at our favorite store, Goodwill." He said, and I authenticated it. It is original Thundercats, and I said it came at the right time because your mama's a Thundercat. Ah, it feels so good too. I said, "Oh yes, son. Yeah, you brought this to mom at the perfect time, son. How you doing, Mister? Yeah, my young Thundercat. Don't even worry about Thundercats. Thundercats. Oh, y'all young people don't know nothing about that. Oh yeah." Your cousin brought me this CJ and it's authentic too. You can tell. He said, "Mom, I can tell because it's only single stitching." How the hell you know that? I don't know. But yeah, but oh, I used to have a Thundercats book like back in 2011, but when I had to leave all my stuff in my storage, I had to leave my book. I'm so sad about it. I had an original Thundercats book. Original, like my Rainbow Bright one I got. Nah, they ain't on the website. Nephew, this is original, honey. This is way before your time. Titi was probably 4 years old when this T-shirt was made. Okay, you used to have the old tin. Man, listen, I had three brothers. Man, definitely watch Thundercats. He said, "Mom, I knew you was gonna love it." I'm like, "Boy, you know your mama so well." And y'all see, it's got the velour on it. Ah, oh yes, oh yes. Hey, Queen. There was some people trying to get in contact with you the other day. Y'all, if I gotta get out of here and blow my nose, y'all gonna have to deal with it because I don't feel good. But I'm gonna go on and try to. Mm-mm, I don't know. I ain't did much of nothing. Hey, y'all. Good morning, everybody. So my son, I said, "Yeah, you hit that right on the nail, son, because your mama is a Thundercat." He said, "Oh my God." Yeah, buddy. No, I pushed myself into a lupus crisis doing too much over the trip. Yes, this is a Thundercat shirt. My son brought it to me. Original too, not no remade, nothing. This was around when they was around. Happy 420. Yes, Thundercats, Thundercats. Oh, I'm telling you. They didn't even know what they were saying back in 1984, did they? Had all us young children screaming that. Too funny. I love it. It's okay. So, um, three things. We're gonna read some of the book of Nicodemus. I don't know if y'all getting a night class because I don't feel good, but I'm still trying to hang in there. I've been in the bed for the last 3 days. Since Sunday night, I've been in the bed. You turned 40. Happy birthday, Trinity. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. No, I ain't even gonna do it to myself. Y'all see, and yes, I got my ghetto toilet paper because I'm not buying no Kleenex. This is a waste. But I could just keep a roll of tissue. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, and I got my hand sanitizer. Or maybe I left it in the bathroom. Let me go get it. Hold on, y'all. I gotta put my nose. Ooh. Well, at least y'all can say I am authentic, honey, because for the people that met me in person, I act just like this. I'm not going to fake it front for nobody. I'm going to use my toilet paper and my nails that popped off, and I don't have enough energy to put them on. I barely got these eyebrows and eyelashes on. I'm telling y'all, I barely got up out the bed. I had to move some stuff around. I was like, oh, I walked in, got me some Tylenol so I could feel better, so I could get over here and talk to y'all for a minute. Ooh, all right. So the other two things I want to talk to y'all about are who's ever watched The Order? Anybody ever watched that show, The Order? That's on Netflix. No, I don't have any of that. It's a little bit. I'm just going. It comes when I overexert myself. I've been dealing with it for years, and that's why I don't. When I'm tired, I lay down. When I don't feel good, I normally don't. But I ain't been around people, so like I said, y'all immune systems are different from mine because I only am around me every single day for pretty much the last 700 days, unless I had to go do a meeting or something. I'm by myself, so hugging folks and touching stuff, and I was in all different states and in different bathrooms. My immune system like, what the hell, bro? What's all these germs and whatnot? Yeah, well, it'll be kind of difficult for me to do that, seeing as how I'm missing a lot of teeth in the back of my mouth. So I'm gonna keep taking Tylenol, but thank you. I gotta do what I gotta do. I don't even take medicine. That's why I had to go walk and get some. There's no medicine in my house. I don't take medicine, and I have full blown lupus, and I've already mastered it. I'm just y'all get to see me sick is what it is. So my butterfly rash came and everything. So I'm not. I'm just gonna do what I always do, which is I got my vitamin C. I got my oils going in my burners. I know what to manage it. I don't go to the doctor. I don't fool with all of that. So I've been managing it for like a long time. I found out I had lupus in 2006. So and I quit going to the doctor about 2009 because they was trying to make me into a drug addict. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So back to that. The Order. Who watched it? You watched it, Vern? No, I don't need to go out a little more. No, I don't. I don't even like going outside. I like my house. That's why everything I want is in here. I don't care about going outside. I really, if I didn't have, yeah, no, I don't care. I traveled a lot when I was young, honey. I done did all that I want to do. I'm telling you, it is my time to sit down. I've been out here since I was 11 years old. No, 30 something years. I traveled. I don't want to go nowhere. I want to sit down. I love y'all. Thank you, but I want to sit down. I'm a whole grandma and everything else. I'm ready to sit down. Okay. Okay. So, y'all, back to what I was saying. If you've ever watched The Order, all that's going, you should think about our presidents, the leaders of different communities. You should think about the doctors and the lawyers and the anthropologists because these are the people that go to this type of school that is represented in this show. Now, I hadn't watched it in a long time. I went back and watched it last night and yesterday. That was my bed movie while I'm in and out of this sleep and whatnot. And I'm gonna tell you something. All the symbols that was on these demons, that was in their spells. It was all the alchemic symbols, but it was also the sigils of the demons that are in the books that we read. Okay? What's really crazy is when they were making their pledges in these secret societies in the bottom of these it's on Netflix. In the bottom of these Ivy League colleges, they were reading Enochian. They were reading Enochian. And the Enochian symbols were the Enochian symbols that they, you mean like on Supernatural? Excuse me, hold on. Ooh. Mm-hmm. And all the other shows that we watch. Who? Oh, excuse me, y'all. Hold on. Oh. Sorry, y'all. Ooh. Ooh, good morning. Okay. I done drank so much water. I went and got a body armor. I got mango orange juice. Uh, no, it's a lupus crisis. It's part of it. It feel like a cold. My body's achy. My face breaks out. But anyway, I do not feel good, baby. But it's okay. I'm gonna get on here while this Tylenol is kicked in. Let me get this going. So, okay. So if you've never watched The Order, I think that it is a very important show. And yes, y'all, and they like, oh, she got you watching all these demonic shows, but this is the thing. We have been told that these things are not, thank you so much, y'all. That these things are not real, magic is not real, blah, 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 blah. But as we see, it's incorporated in everything, the music, medicine, everything, right? So the fact that God says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge means we don't even be understanding what we be mixed in and what we be doing because we just monkey see, monkey do. Hopefully, the people that have come here, y'all learn. Oh no, I don't just say nobody if they word. I got it. What you said it is. Oh, okay. This is the people that I'm trying to grow here. Is that you just don't take nobody at their word. You go look it up for yourself. You research every single thing because if you don't, okay, you're doing yourself an injustice. Doctors, don't just take the prescriptions that they give you. Look that up. I told y'all one of my daughters was pregnant and she had real bad nausea and the doctor was like, here, we'll give you something for nausea. And I told her, I said, before you take that medicine, you need to look up what the side effects for the baby is, not for you, for the baby. And one of the side effects was spina bifida. So you give a mother that's throwing up a pill that could cause her baby to have spina bifida just so she can stop throwing up. My daughter was like, Mom, one of the side effects is spina bifida. I said, and you know what that is. So then that creates another medical problem down the line, and then they'll start saying it's genetic. Yes, yes, yes. And honey, I was 16 when I was pregnant with my first one, but baby, my son's godmother um, had got me the Mayo Clinic book of pregnancy. Back then, it was a big, thick book, big old, thick book. And I read every part about them. And then my parents are in the medical field, so we always had a physician's desk reference around, always, so we could go look up what kind of pills, what they look like, the numbers on them, all of that. And my parents told us, don't just take no pill that somebody give you. So my parents put us on early, which was crazy. So while I'm pregnant, every time the doctor tried to give me something before I put it in my body, I'm 16. I went and read in the physician's desk reference what it was, what the side effects was. Then I looked up all the genetic disorders that could come from medication. Y'all, when I tell y'all, them doctors was sick of me at 16. I didn't give a damn. You're not about to be messing up my baby. I don't believe what y'all saying. No, I'm not taking that. Well, Circa, you're gonna. If God wanted to happen, it's gonna happen, but you don't run nothing. Yeah, I don't believe y'all. I believe what God say, and I've been like that since I was young. So even with my kids, I didn't. Man, one of my babies had eczema. They was trying to get my baby. They gave her some cream. What is it? I can't think of it. They use it with they sell it in the grocery store. Whatever it's called. I looked on there and it said it could cause sterility or you know. I said I'm not putting this on my baby and she only 6 weeks old and then y'all be talking about she got fertility problems in 13 years. Cortisone. Certain types of cortisone can cause you to be sterile. Yes, hydrocortisone. Certain types of hydrocortisone can contribute to fertility issues. And so you got me rubbing this on my baby at 6 weeks old. No, we not. Yes, Thundercats. You can tell the people that's close to my age, they like Thundercats. Thundercats, ho. young young women don't know nothing about that. Yeah. If you born after about 98, that won't make no sense to you. No sense. But right now, I told my son, I said, yep. And I got some red, they Levi's, but they look like Chucks and they zip up. I said, oh, son, you don't even know what you done did. Yeah. And they just exact same color, too. Old school. I said, oh, yeah. I'm definitely popping that out at the next meeting. So y'all will see this shirt again. They trying to make a live action movie now. Oh my goodness. I hope they bring He-Man and She-Ra back too. And Oracle, whatever his name is, and Skeletor. They need to go on and bust that movie right now. Uh-huh. And the Heffalumps or Swiffalumps or whatever, the Snorkels, bring them back. Y'all just go on and run that 80s all the way back. Listen, my brothers had my mom. I ain't gonna lie, like yeah, she didn't spare no expense when it came to certain stuff for us, and I'm grateful for that experience. I didn't do it with my kids because I felt like it was too much. But my mama, oh yeah, honey, they took us to the Coliseum to go see He Man. They was shooting the stuff, and it was lit. You hear me? We had all the light up swords and stuff ready. You hear me? And then went home, and they had the whole He Man, the big old castle set up and everything with everything in the top of the line. Yes. What you just said, y'all don't even know. That's why this is so important to me. We had all the Thundercats. The purple one was my favorite, and it was velour just like this. I can't think of his name, but he felt just like this. And my brothers had, and I was always gonna be that one. Now, if I gotta play, I can't even think of his name, but the purple one, and he felt just like this. He was swayed just like this. Ooh, that was my favorite one. That made me happy. That was a nostalgic. Yeah. Let's go back to the good times. That's when kids could play outside, and it was dangerous, but it wasn't like it is right now. Kids was kids. They wasn't trying to be grown. They loved playing with toys and being outside and climbing in trees and imagining making mud pies and taking the grass and folding it up and making bracelets. And now if you try to get a kid to go outside and get in some grass and get some flowers and make a bracelet, do you know that there's parasites in those flowers? No. In the grass? Like, are you serious? Can I bring my iPad or no? What do you mean no? Well, can I bring my phone? No. No. No, you can't. Well, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Yeah, running outside with no shoes. Boy, them dang races in the middle of the street. You gotta wait for the cars to come. All right, go! 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 Pat, 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 pat. Feet be toe up. Listen. Oh, God. Yes. Don't forget nigga knocking. I don't know what y'all call it. Ding door dash, whatever. We call it nigga knocking. That's what we called it. I don't know what y'all called it. Ding door dash door ding something. But we said, do you want to go nigga knocking? And that's what we did. Niggas went knocking on those. Yes, honey. Ding dong ditch. Oh, okay. We called it nigga knocking. Can't do it with the ring camera. You're right. I'm just saying, that's for y'all because we used to be doing all kind of stuff. Thank you, Jesus, that all of that was not televised. Oh, mm-hmm. We sure did. Anyway, moving on. So, uh, please watch the order. Take notes. Yes, they was. One of my cousins got a gauge put on him and put to his chest. Yes, they was. In the city, yeah, they was. They sure will pop. They sure will shoot at some kids. They sure will. One of my cousins literally got a gun put to his chest because he couldn't make the fence. A real thing. It was bad. I loved it. That's when you could walk for miles, stop at people's house, get something to drink out their water hose, and keep it pushing. These kids don't know nothing about that. They got electric scooters and stuff. We had to pat and turn, honey. And I'm grateful for it though, because we had to learn the streets. You had to know where we was at. These kids, if they Siri don't work, baby, they gonna be lost. They wouldn't even know how to get from school to home. We had to learn how to read and know, remember numbers and all of that. I don't know what these babies about to do. My grandkids don't know. Eating off the tree. Ooh, mulberries. Baby, we used to take them mulberries and put them in a cup and rinse them real good and put some seasoning salt on them. Hands be black, mouth be black. Yes, baby. My grandma kept a cherry tree. We used to get wood for that because we be eating the cherry. She kept like a plum tree. I think she had a. I know she had an apple tree. She had something else, and she had a grapevine for her. Uh, it was, two decks in the back, but for hers, the one that came off my grandma's room, she had a grapevine. We used to be tearing them grapes in. We used to get whoop, boy. We'd get back there in that cherry tree, and see, she always made, because I told her my grandma was a pastor, so she always made, real homemade cheesecakes, and then she'll make the cherry glaze. She made homemade everything. Waffles. Ooh, we had homemade waffles every morning, or pancakes. Sit there and watch her bust the eggs down. Ooh, I love that lady. She's why I like cooking from scratch. Her house always smelled like fresh food, and I don't mean like grease. I mean like it just always was light and airy, and it was always gonna be a little bit of bacon on the stove. He'd sneak in there. And I think she left it for her. She knew he was gonna eat it. Go in there. Oh yeah, my grandma made everything. Honey, listen, she made home. That's why I like homemade ice cream. Cause I didn't eat. I mean, first ice cream I was eating was homemade. My grandma made it. And I make it now. That's why I showed y'all my bowls. I make homemade ice cream for my kids too. It's great. Yes, honey. Listen here. I'm telling you. Popcorn on the stove. Ooh, my cousin. Listen. Listen. I got it because he ended up being a chef too. It was so funny because he was always the cook when we was young, when we went over to my auntie's house. But when I tell y'all that Negro make the best caramel corn I ever had in my life, and that's when you used to have to make it from the sugar and the butter. And listen. Ooh. And he'll put that hot sauce on there. You shake it up in that bag. Baby, them hood meals used to be lit. The Jiffy Pop with the thing and it'll pop. Mm-hmm. Homemade donuts with the biscuits, and then you roll them in the sugar and be smashing. What? And some noodles and some chips on the side. What you just say? Oatmeal cookies and the windmill cookies. And yes, with your good old thick bologna sandwich, honey. And the always save mayonnaise or salad dressing. Yep. Go sit outside on the porch and y'all sit out there eating. Don't leave that trash all over my yard. And then you get you the little juice, the little jug juice thing. Ooh, That is real living. Do you hear me? And do y'all know I still do that with kids? I still do that. If it be a group of kids around me, I will still bust that same meal, and they be so happy sitting out on the porch. I don't care. They can be 15. They gonna do it. They be you don't even real Ooh, the frozen Kool-Aid cups, baby. What you just said? Ah, walk into the candy store to go get you some Chico sticks and some Alexander grapes and lemon heads and the big old ices that came. Oh yeah, that was $1.50 got you a lot of candy and stuff back then, boy. Cause Chico sticks was like 5 cent, 10 cent, depending on maybe 20 cent, maybe. But they was like 15 cent back then. You could get you a big bag of Doritos for 50 cent. That wasn't full of air. It was actually full of chips. 4 bags of Cheetos for $1. Uh-huh. And they wasn't them any many. We had some good bags. That's when you used to go get a Tootsie Pop, and if they had a Starbucks, you could get a free sucker. So then we never really had to pay because we was always gonna buy a whole bunch of them and take it back. I got 8. Come on with that. I need them. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, that was good living. Paper food stamps, yes. Yeah. Hope they hit you with that 65 bucks. Somebody. My mama didn't get stamps, but a lot of other people in my family did. And guess what? I used to love going to my auntie in their house like, hey, can we grab some of them? Or like I know you be handing out the brown ones, honey. Can come on with them green ones too. Can I get 2 of them? Annie, please. Please. Can we please get that 65 book? Especially when I call myself getting grown and we didn't start going in. I got 5 on it. Hey, let me get that 35. Let me get that so I can go up here and get my snacks. My sister-in-law used to call them fruities. She didn't call them food stamps. She called them fruities. So she'd be like, yep, I got my fruities today. We about to go shopping. Yep, and I got that 35 for you. Let me go and get that. You was embarrassed? Hey, we didn't care. I'm about to come out here with all my snacks. I don't care. I do not care. Here go these food stamps. And if they let me get an EBT right now, I'm not about to feel bad about it. to I wish I could get some EBT. Give me some. I'll swipe proudly. Do you hear me? Swipe. Pin. EBT. I don't care. Because I'm about to go home and eat. Good. Didn't care it out. And if I could give me some EBT right now, I would not care now. Swipe proudly, honey. Yes, baby. I would be swiping proudly. Give me some food stamps. See what I do with them. Yeah, I'll be playing, honey. Give me some. That part. I'm swiping proudly, baby. My kids is eating. I don't care. When I did get food stamps, do you think I cared? And was working a full-time job and wasn't on no funny stuff. I don't care. My babies got whatever they need, and I didn't buy a whole bunch of bull stuff. So my kids, they good. And did. And on the days they needed to take their lunch, and I sent bags for other people because God blessed us for me to shop on a budget. What you mean? I wasn't giving a dang what nobody thought. What? There was a whole bunch of colors, Miss Gray. They was all cans. Since February, I get 400 for me and my son. Come on, baby. What you want? Your pride gonna let your baby starve? Tuh. You mad cause my basket full? Anytime anybody try to make you feel bad about being on food stamps, you look at their basket and then look at your basket and then look back at their basket. Don't worry about it. Because you mad because my basket? Matter of fact, back then you could get 2 baskets for under $300. So you mad that both my baskets full? Because I got 2. That was mine too. Basket envy, what you just said, baby. I didn't care. And look, have my ducklings rolling right. My son got everybody got, come on. Let's go put these groceries down. Have all that in my van and would not care, honey. Go home. We didn't had a whole day. What you mean? I didn't care. Listen, honey. Y'all better quit pride. See, the pride that people had, I didn't have that pride. I had pride, but it was pride in other stuff. I had pride in knowing that my babies could go in their cabinet, whatever it was, and get whatever they wanted out of there. I had pride that every time that they opened up that Frigidaire, it wasn't looking back at them. Hollow. Uh-huh. So when I went to the Goodwill and got clothes that was brand new or whatever God allowed me to find, I had pride that if my kids messed up a shirt or left a hoodie at school, guess what? They had 10 more. I didn't have to beat them because they didn't bring it home because I only paid $15 for it. And it was still nice. It was still Abercrombie and Fitch, still brand new with the tags on it when I got it. But guess what? If they lost it, I only lost $1. The value of it was more, but I only lost $1. You hear me? So I had pride in knowing, yeah, they got too much stuff in here. Well, how your kids and you don't? Cause I don't gotta live like you. I don't see what you see value in. That ain't no value to me. Mm-mm. I told y'all, most people want to brag about how much they spend on one thing, and I want to brag about how little I spent on all of this stuff. That's my flex. How much did you get that for? Girl, I got that, all of that and that for $75.20. Now let's add up the value. And I'm talking to y'all because, listen, I used to come home, I'm telling y'all, with 50, 60 pounds of clothes for $35, $45, and everything in there had tags on it. Everything in there was from Kohl's, Saks Fifth Avenue, Dillard's, Macy's, Von Mar, Target, Walmart, Carter's, what's that other, Children's Place. Baby, my babies had all kinds of stuff brand new with the tags on it because I learned the days that they was gonna do the drop offs and it's still 29 cents a pound. 39 cents a pound. Beautiful. I got a whole couch set for $30. And it was beautiful. I watched the people pull it off their truck and take it in there. They put the tag on it. I went right and got it back. Thank you. I needed a 2-piece with the armoire. And when I tell you pillows was firm, you could tell they probably bought it a year before, or it had sat in some room that they never, ever, ever used, and probably got some new furniture because it wasn't no tears, rips. All the couches I got in there, I paid $115 for the both because it was half price. And their lambskin leather couches, 4 recliners. They recline all the way down in the bed. It's heavy, honey. And I paid $115 for them, and I've had them now for about 7 years, 6 years, something like that. So, and every time somebody come in, they be like, "Ooh, this is nice." And then they get down in that bed position, they be like, "Ooh, uh huh." How much you pay for them? 115 for the set. What? What? Yeah, comfortable, ain't it? Oh, this beautiful shelf. Right here, the wood wasn't even $70, and I had the tools. So this shelf can be passed down years and years and years and years and years, and I guarantee you, it's cheaper cost wise than all of the shelves in most of y'all houses, but it's gonna last longer. And I ain't trying to be funny, but this is 2-inch thick wood pine. This dang thing weigh about 300, close to 300 pounds. You know what I mean? So value isn't in how much it costs. The value is in how long is it gonna last? Is it gonna appreciate or depreciate in value? And do everybody else got it? Because then that ain't mean it ain't rare. I don't want none that everybody else can have. So if it's the Louis Vuitton bag that as long as you got the money you can get it, I don't want that. I'm telling you right now. It's nothing special about it. Everybody, as long as you got the money, you can get it. Well, this shelf is built specifically for this room, and it's one of a kind. One of a kind. You see what I'm saying? So the value is up on me. I could turn around and take this shelf and sell it for a lot more than what it cost me to make it. And it's gonna last because the Lord gave me the blueprints for it. You bought one and couldn't believe I did it. Listen, you built one. I'm telling you, this the thing. Like, eh, value, what this world say value is, and what value really is, two different things. I promise y'all. What's going on? Because I might not even know the answer right now, honey. To be honest, I don't know. I can try to answer it, but the way I feel and how my mind is, I ain't gonna promise that I can answer it, young lady. Mhm. And I don't say that to put anybody down, but hopefully we don't have to be in debt no more. Because a lot of times debt just comes from stuff that we can't afford, trying to get it now instead of just waiting or finding a different option. Thank you. My son got it for me. It's an original. He got it at the Goodwill. And it's an original 1980s. I'm about to try to see. I didn't look at it. What did it say? Hold on, I'm gonna have to turn it around. Give me a second, y'all. I was young and these eyes don't work like they used to. Let's turn it around and see what it says. Oh, it is. Come on. Do it say it on the tag? Nope. But I know I can run these numbers, the batch numbers. I have to find the batch numbers. He looked it up. I think he said like 1980 something. I don't know. He did the authentication. I don't know. It's in there somewhere, but I can tell it's old. And I like it a lot. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. I'll text him later and ask him what year it is. But it's I know it is because I remember this feeling and just the way the t-shirt is cut and how it looks. Somebody took very good care of it. Who is Rabbi Ishmael? Um. So when they say he wrote it, that could be one or two things, and I know exactly what you're talking about. It might be the person like in Jesus' time that interpreted it, and that's why I say sometimes you gotta. It's going. Uh, so how they'll write it is not like he still wrote it, but maybe this man is the person that, what do you call it? I'm sorry, y'all. Interpreted it for this book or whatever it is, and they'll like it might have been one of the rabbis later down the line in Jesus' days that had this text that said or wrote it at that time. I can't really remember because it's been a while since I read the third book of Enoch. But in these books, like what we about to read in Nicodemus, sometimes it is not how it's like how they put it in our words is not how it would be if you were reading it in the original dialect, but they have to like because some of these books Nicodemus didn't write, right? It was his scribe that wrote it, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's just like if I dictate to this, right? Translate, right? So if I'm dictating to y'all what happened in my life, you all could go and write a book about me, but it's not me writing the book, but it's my book. Does that make sense? Make sense? And somebody might find my journals 100 years from now and write a book about me, and they'll be writing it in my words, but I'm not writing that book. You know, so it's sometimes in the books that we're reading because someone whatever and so forth. So it's been a minute, but yeah, or like because they have like the anti-Nicene fathers, right? Like, yeah, so they have the anti-Nicene fathers, so they might have gotten text right, or it was some Buddhist monk up in whatever that has got these texts and they're they're putting it out on this paper so everybody can have it. Type stuff. Yeah, because a lot of the books in the Bible weren't. They were written by the scribes of the people, the king's books, everybody. We know that because the scribes sat there and wrote down. It was court reporter basically, or what we would call vloggers now that just follow you around and then they edit what they want and they put it in there. It was the same thing back then. I gotta blow my nose again. So anyway, that being said, we got that out, and sorry y'all. Hold on. Now what's crazy that you ask about that because what we about to read in Nicodemus is talking about heaven and it's talking about Enoch, which is crazy. So you're right on point with the question you asked. We just not about to be in the OTP. And I'm sorry, y'all. I am a little stuffy head right now, so that's why I said we just gonna go on. Thank you. Mm-mm. I am cloudy. Yes. Hey, thank you. Well, I got some Tylenol in my system and some tea. Okay, so and I'm sorry, I'm not. I told you I'm barely making it on here. So if I'm not answering questions the way I want, hey, this I'm sick. All right, I don't feel. I mean, this is a lupus crisis. This is what it is. This is what happens in my lupus crisis. My immune system just does whatever it wants. I have to soak in the tub. I get butterfly rashes. Like I just had to exfoliate. But if I take these glasses off, I got dry patches all over. It's what it is. Yeah, I overexerted myself, and it's fine. It's not the first time. So back to what I was saying. So, who remembers us studying about the Hindu gods that were the giants that had like 100 heads, and then some of them had 100 arms? Thank you so much. Y'all remember when we were doing our Titan studies and we were looking them up? Y'all remember that? So, this is one of my gifts that I got when we were down at the meet and greet, and y'all, I'm gonna get on that today too. We'll try to find some places by the end of this week. Well, tomorrow's the end of the week, but y'all see how I feel good. So if I get to it next week, I'm gonna try to get on it so we can know where our next meet and greet is gonna be. Just give me a minute because I'm still recovering from this one. Okay, so y'all remember I got this book. So, well, there's the giant with all the heads and the arms. Y'all see it? So this book and this dude, so amazing. I love when y'all buy me gifts that I can learn from. Thank you so much. Because guess what's in the back of here, family? Look at that. Medusa, Theon, White Stag, Sarugami, Thor. We know these are real people. Aha! I'm going to learn from every book. See, y'all don't be playing. And look, Chimera, Nyx. We looked these names up. We know what Nyx is, but now it's spelled Nyx. We know that's a spirit. Madagascar, Mount Everest, Yaga, Typhon. Oh, we said about him. Kappa. Like a Kappa Alpha Kappa? Not that kind of Kappa. Nah. The Kraken. Oh. Australia. Tell you. The Himalayas. Russia. Greenland. Sicily. In a color. Look at that. Scotland. Greece. Mexico. Bangkok. Europe. Iceland. Do y'all see this? Central Mexico. They telling you where these beings lived. So then if we go get our book and we look at the map that's in the mythology book and it tell us where the certain races of giants and stuff was at. Chile, Mesopotamia, oh, West Africa, Russia, more places. Do y'all see this? Iran, Romania, the Philippines. They're telling y'all where these animals used to be. What? Isis from Egypt, the Four Guardians, the Rainbow Fish in India, Gothic Grotesque Notre Dame in Paris, Change of the Moon Rabbit from China. So they got Norway. And guess what? There's more. So if you go get this coloring book, you have just added to your studies of your mythology because there's some more information in the back of your coloring book. But when I tell y'all, I believe that these are how the beings was looking back then, and this is the monsters that we read about in the Testament of, in the Book of the Giants that's in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Ain't it crazy how all of these beings just keep showing up everywhere? Oh, and they keep telling us, look at what we got built on top of these old beings. Or am I crazy? Is this artist telling us that the mountains and things that we see are really the beasts and monsters from the Titan era? Could that be what they keep doing? Huh. Now, I watched The Order last night, and I'm not going to give it away, but I am. In The Order, they was turning a man into a tree. In our day, right now, with Apple phones, they turned somebody with a spell, with an Enochian spell, into a tree. I'm not gonna give it away, but I am. That was just one episode. When I saw that last night, I thought about. I ain't even had a chance to color in this book yet. I ain't even hit it because I've been on my Harry Potter. Let me go get it so I can show y'all. And then we gonna do Nicodemus real quick. I love coloring, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. It's one of my favorite. Ah! Hit my toe on this thing. I know my son moved this because that normally would not be there. Oh, that hurt my foot. I'm almost done with my first page. Well, the first two pages of the four. Does that kind of look like Hogwarts a little bit? No, maybe. It's okay. Oh, I know he put it there. What movie? It's on Netflix. It is. The Order is on Netflix. It's not a movie. It's a series. Yeah. So that was weird because those people were in the. A lot of the people that's in that book was. It's just an interesting thing. Harry Potter. Okay, so let's go ahead and not use demonic. Okay, is it witchcraft? Yes, because demonic and witchcraft are two different things. Because churches are demonic. There's so much stuff that's in Harry Potter that's in your church that churches don't even know they're not supposed to have in there. But because nobody does the research to look at what these symbols in these churches mean, you don't even realize you're going to a synagogue or Satan because the same stuff that they be using in Harry Potter, y'all pastors be using. For real. And that ain't even trying to be funny. I've seen it with my own eyes. I walked into an apostolic church and they had Egyptian hieroglyphs, and I was like, this, because I study, I said, this is not supposed to be in here. This right here is not supposed to be in here. This is an apostolic church, full of the Holy Ghost, speaking in tongues. I said, this, some stuff, even though you get it, it ain't supposed to be in here. I said, do y'all know what these symbols mean? Oh, okay. Baby, listen, you stopped going to church. Oh, okay. Let me ask y'all a question. How many people stopped going to church since they've been over here? Oh, oh Lord, this is why the pastors be coming for me. Mm-mm. And I already know this ain't all of us, so I know the numbers will be higher. Okay, so can I ask a question? It's just not the same. So can I ask a question? With you not going to church, do you feel like your relationship is stronger with God now or before? Being honest. Don't say it to make me happy because God knows if you're lying or not. Mm, okay. They missed my ties. Wow. 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 I believe it. Wow. Okay. Okay. Thank you for being honest. Cause I told y'all like I ain't against you going, but make sure that wherever you going that they teaching your soul. Cause showing up on the pew and the pastor seeing you ain't the same as God being pleased with your life. Yeah, yeah. Cause the pastor can be pleased with his God. Mother and father biscuit can be pleased with his God. Please, I mean, what are they teaching you when you go there? Are you growing? Or are you hearing the same 17 messages throughout the year, preached by different people, because Pastor got to approve the message before it come forth. The Holy Ghost can't approve it. Pastor got to approve it. Okay. You said and they forced the word. Wow. I come with receipts and they just tell you just believe it, huh? Oh baby, that's why I used to get kicked out. He preaching poverty to us, but he be driving the latest Escalade. Oh Lord. Amen. Uh, I started seeing it too. I'm struggling trying to get to church, and every time I ask for some help, I can't get nothing over here. I'm gonna say no. My husband is finally believing me after watching it for over a year now. Wow. It's okay. You know what? God sometimes be wanting to see if we gonna stick to it before he be trying to have people follow us. You know, because we'll get in something and somebody do something we don't like. Now we don't. That's why I said, honey, don't be looking at me for no nothing. I'm walking my life out in front of y'all every day. I am a regular person. I don't pretend. Y'all see I cuss, I drink, I smoke down my life. Not saying it's okay. I'm just saying I live it out here. And I used to tell him, "Are you sure?" Because the church people ain't gonna like it. He said, "But do I?" That's who you need to be worried about. Am I pleased with your life? And so I would say, "Oh, I can't read the Bible because I've been smoking," or "I can't read the Bible because I went to the club last night." I used to have some crazy law. He said, "Did I say any of that?" No. If I don't care if you're in the middle of the club. If I tell you pull your Bible out, you better do it. And that's what I started doing, and that's how I got here. So my first Bible studies I had was in a strip club, which is funny. 20 years later, I'm still doing the same thing. Promise. So that's why I just wanted to show y'all that. If you're gonna watch any of these movies, if you watch The Invisible City that they told us about, or all the stuff that we've been watching is in these books, and it's cool because you can color it in your own way. I love y'all. My stack of coloring books is so crazy. It's my whole torso. My stack of coloring books is from my neck to my waist. You're educating your 8-year-old father. Come on now. We have to. If we love him. Oh, thank you, Mr. Donnie. Page 78. Wasn't that on Grimm? It probably was. Did you go start watching Grimm? Or had you already watched it? Did y'all go watch Grimm? Who went and watched Grimm? Anybody? You did? Listen, changed your whole life, didn't it? You ever looked in somebody's face and was like, no, I didn't see that. You did. And did. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Grimm, good. You rewatched it. Mm-hmm. Make you think about. Tell me that'll make you think about everything we study, y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. And I need that because I can't really taste nothing. So this saladito is key. Not the bottle of salt. Yes, honey. I need it right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, oh, that's good. Oh, that's real good. Let me go get me some lemon juice and pour it on it. Oh, The Invisible City is on Netflix. Mm-hmm. All of this stuff, y'all about to be like, they've been so. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to Nicodemus. We're going to go and get this popping real quick. Grimm? Oh, I don't know. I think Peacock, I think. Somebody said it's on Amazon Prime. I don't know. Miss Dominica, if you don't put that Google to use, girl. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Mm. You know it. Girl, I was about to wait a minute. You probably sitting there with the, what is it? Alexa. I don't even got no Alexa. Alexa, tell me where. Don't Alexa tell y'all where it's playing on? Mm-hmm. It's on Peacock and Amazon. Thank you. She know. She knows. She went and found it. She did. Y'all know I be messing with y'all. Mm-hmm. I know it's easy to say where, because we just say big, whatever, tell me. Okay. So I need y'all to go on our favorite website, sacredtext.com, and go to the Gospel of Nicodemus and go to the 18th chapter. If you got the book, this one by William Hone, it's going to be on page 84, I think. Hold on. Mm-hmm. 85. Jeez. Oh, that's good. Sorry, y'all. 85. Actually, we're going to read 17 first. So, yeah, we do need to be on 84. So, 84, if you have this book, and then if you're on Sacred Text, it's going to be the Gospel of Nicodemus, which is in like the second part in the Lost Book. Let me show you. Oh, that's good. Dang. I ain't gonna keep snacking y'all. Mm-hmm. Right here. Ooh. What's in here? I hate this spot. I ain't been able to taste nothing. That opened my sinuses right on up. Mm. Mm-mm. Oh, that's funny because my grandbaby, my daughter said what she'd be like, sound like her grandma. It's good to me, baby. I knew all my grandkids and kids was gonna be greedy because I'm greedy. Mm. She said, "Mom, that's how I know she eating something she ain't got no business." Cause she said she was eating the edge control. That's what I told you. She said she was always like, She said, "What you eating?" Got over there, she done dug her little finger in the edge control. I said, "You better watch her. Kids will eat anything." Y'all know. Don't leave your hairbrush down. Don't nothing that smell good. She didn't get that much, but she 10 months, so everything is food. I think my grandson used to do my other daughter the same way. Be all in her stuff. That's why I'm good. I don't want none of that. Ooh. All right. So it says that while Satan, the prince of hell, while Satan and the prince of hell were discoursing thus to each other on a sudden. No, I don't want to read all of that. 17. I was in the wrong place. Sorry, y'all. It says, impious death and her cruel officers, hearing these things, were seized with fear in their several kingdoms. Did y'all hear 17? Yeah. No. Hello? Is anybody here? There's some salt. What's stuck under my lip? Okay. It says, impious death and her cruel officers, hearing these things, were seized with fear in their several kingdoms. What does that mean when they say in their several kingdoms? Now we know that they in the underworld. Didn't the Bible say that there are kingdoms and principalities, rulers, and they have kingdoms? And I said, well, to have kingdoms, you got to have subjects. 17. So death has many kingdoms, and the rulers under her. The rulers of darkness have actual kingdoms. Game of Thrones. God said there's kingdoms that we can't see. And there's rulers in high places. And in order to be a duke, like of hell, or a general of hell, then there has to be an army. Kingdoms have armies. They call God the Lord of hosts of heaven's armies, plural. Could that be that those are some of the armies that have to go and fight against the kingdom of darknesses? Armies? The kingdom of heaven is fighting the kingdom of darkness. And in each of those kingdoms, God said that we gonna have houses and it's gonna be, so then we know that there's the opposite. Y'all getting that? There are kingdoms that we cannot see, and there are whole kingdoms. You watch Game of Thrones, think about that in demon form. Think about that in spiritual form. Because God said it in the word, that there's the kingdom of darkness, kingdom. There are rulers of darkness, which means kingdoms need rulers. Is y'all getting this? If you go look up certain demons' names, it says they're a duke of hell, they're a prince of hell. Well, who to be a prince, you gotta be a king's son, right? No? To be a princess, you have to be born of royalty. So then when I go study the demons' names, Beelzebub or whoever, and it says he's a duke of hell, or he's a whatever, a general, or whatever all of the things are, what kingdom? And what army? Because demons, they tell you their rank, and then they show you their sigil. And we know from Game of Thrones, or from Thundercats, this people know. The people that know what these, Thundercats, I used to love that show. If I see a dragon, I know it's House of Targaryen. If I see this, I know it's that. Okay, so this is the sigil. If I see Batman, the yellow one, up in it, I know that's the sigil. And I know who's coming after that. Right? Blade. Each vampire coven had their own sigil. And it's funny because those are all the symbols that are in this show y'all about to start watching. I hope y'all paying attention and I hope they start clicking. Ooh, yes, my ears itchy. Okay. So now when y'all studying about, when y'all go get in this book right here, the missing one, right here in my face. When y'all go get in these books, the Encyclopedia of Demons that you got, The Encyclopedia of Demons, and it's going to tell you he's a Duke of Hell, or this, or that. The Dictionary of Demons. And the Dictionary of Angels, including the fallen angels. Okay? So, about to blow your mind, blow your mind. These symbols are the symbols you're going to see in the show The Order. If you watch The Magicians, these are the symbols. These are the symbols of the demons, y'all. The sigils. This design for the seal of the demon Procel that appears in the Goetia of Dr. Rude varies greatly from other editions of Goetia. A demon of sleep, like paralysis. Now, in the show that I was watching last night, and I'm not giving the whole thing away because it's a lot, but in the one that I watched last night, they was using magic spells for sleep, and then they used to go and like when the order didn't want nobody, when they wanted them to lose their memory, they'll have a stranger be running by them, and it happens so quick the person just fall down, and they wake up and they have amnesia. And they would lean down acting like they're helping them and be telling them who they are and what their life is, so when they come to, they don't even remember who they was. I said, oh, this is the ish that the government be using right here. Y'all gonna be like, what the heck? Because these are all the people that become our senators and presidents and heads of state, doctors, lawyers, and the like. It's called The Order. But look for these symbols and all of the shows and stuff that y'all be watching. Y'all should be having y'all books out, learning these names. So when y'all go and y'all just watch a movie and then you watch the character of the person, you be like, Tell me y'all. If y'all go look at if y'all watch Supernatural, these is in there. These symbols is in Supernatural. They be on the demon tablet when they're trying to put up a ward somewhere. It's there. These symbols are in the show Supernatural. And it'll tell you which demon is tied to that sigil. Learn more, because y'all gonna start to see these names in all y'all shows and on y'all clothes and in the grocery store, and you'll be like, wow. But had I never read this book, I wouldn't have known. Or had I never, I would have bought that and put that in my house outside in the backyard and didn't even know that it was a whole demon sigil. Because believe that there are people that are in the design world that put this kind of stuff in a symbol somewhere in your house and you don't even know. Funny, it look like a clock, don't it? Mm-hmm. But because if it's black and scary, it's witchcraft. You ain't thought about this good old thing. You just went and bought at Macy's, this beautiful plate that's gonna go up on the wall. And you don't even know what those symbols mean, and you don't even know you just invited a whole demon of hell into your home. Because your pastor won't let you study nothing about this, so then they could have them up in your church, and you don't even know. The Bible said they witches, synagogues of Satan. So Satan's symbols, he gonna mark his territory. And so you see, that's how you don't know what the sigil's supposed to look like. Then you'll be amen and don't even know what you're looking at. So it's good to study. You can get that book online. You can go in our. It's on one of our book lists. Go in my bio to the Amazon link and look in the book list. It's in there. Yep. So open your eyes. The Bible say they have eyes, but they can't see. They got ears, but they can't hear. Because if they did, they understand. And he was talking to the church people. So, how you gonna fight if you don't know your enemy name? You don't know how your enemy move. I'm a, I'm in the, I'm on the battlefield for the Lord. You don't even know what your enemy look like. You don't even know your enemy sigil if they riding up to you on horses. You don't even know who your opponents are. You don't know their names, how they move, nothing. Come on out, demon. And the demons be sitting there like this. What's she talking? You hear this nigga? This nigga ain't even took the time to get my name to call us so I could at least come to the eye. Bro, they ain't talking about nothing. I'm about to take me in there. I ain't gotta go nowhere. You better hope I don't rise up and tear him up. Bro, I ain't going nowhere, bro. Give me my blanket, bro. I've been here for 45 years, bro. Good. This my home, nigga. I've been here. I've been here since he was 2 years old, bro. I'm not going nowhere. They ain't took, bro. He ain't calling me. He ain't talking to me. Address me by my name, nigga. Don't address me at all. This is how the demons be talking to these pastors that's in their people, cause they know you don't know, and they been there. They stay home until you come through like this. This is the police. We're gonna need you to come out with your hands up. Mr. Lust. Come out. Come out. Turn around. Yeah. You're untrustworthy. Cuff him. Cuff him. Mr. Lies. Mrs. Lies. Come on out. Come on. Come on. Come on out. Enoch. Oh, that. Dang, they didn't found me, bro. This how the demons be, because they've been able to hide. Because they know that the people that's calling them out don't even know their name and don't even know how they. You ain't talking to me. You remember the demons was talking to the man? They say, Jesus, I know, like, Paul and them, I know, but who is you? Nigga, I'm about to hold my shirt, bro. I'm about to show. And he said he left him naked and bloody, beaten. The demon did. You better quit playing. You hear me? Them demons don't be worried about them people talking about, come on now, demon. What? Don't do that. Good, but you just repeated everything I said. I don't like that. Moving on. Even the Siri demon, she showed up. Just as long as don't nobody gets talking through here on their own, we good. Moving on. So, all them folks talking about they calling out demons. What's his name? What do he do or she? What is something that they cause? How you know they out? Have you studied demonic manifestation to know how the hands curl or how the eyes go back or rapid tongue movement or whatever rapid eye movement when this demon that came to the surface while you about to get towed up by these spirits because they strong? I've done deliverance ministry, been in one as the patient and done them. And it took 7 people to hold a 115-pound person down. So don't be too zealous. Just gonna tell you, learn first. You better learn. It's a real thing. And I done changed the channel and everything. Come on, girl. I done said the channel. Come on. All right. All right, here we go. So it says, when they saw the clearness of the light, and Christ himself on, well, we had 2:18 and 2. And Christ himself on a sudden appearing in their habitations, they cried out therefore and said, we are bound by thee. Thou seemest to intend our confusion before the Lord. 3, it says, who art thou, who has no sign of corruption, but that bright appearance which is full of the proof of thy greatness, of which yet thou seemest to take no notice. So the demons was asking God, you just bright like that for no reason, and you don't even realize how bright you is. You just gonna come down here with all your light we can't even see, and ain't no corruption on you. Right? He says, who art thou, so powerful and so weak, so great and so little, a mean and yet a soldier of the first rank, who can command in the form of a servant as a common soldier? The King of glory, dead and alive, though once slain upon the cross, who layest dead in the grave and art come down alive to us. Did y'all get that? The demons was confused, confuzzled. They said, how do we know that your rotten body is laying up there, but it ain't decaying? And the upper world sees you as dead, but you alive and well right here in our face. And how are you so low, but I can feel the power generating off of you? How are you God in the flesh at one time? He said, you're a member of the first rank. Remember, Jesus was with God when he created the angels and everything else that we see and don't see. He is of the first rank. But he didn't have to puff his chest out and say, I'm Jesus. That's why he said, but you're so low, but I can tell you the one with all the power. It's like the man that really running everything, but he come in and act like he don't. Undercover boss. Prime example. If you want to put it in that note, undercover boss. So he come in acting like he don't know nothing and he don't know what's going on. But in our reality, he the man that run everything. That's basically what they were saying to him. You came down here acting like you weak, but really, Jesus was a boy. Love it. He said, the King of glory, dead and alive, the one slain upon the cross, who lays dead in the grave and are come down to us alive. And in thy death all the creatures trembled, and all the stars were moved. And now hast thou thy liberty among the dead, and givest disturbance to our legions. I'm about to go blow my nose and run to the restroom. Please go tell me what legions is. And don't guess, I want the definition. Even if you know, I want the Webster's. Thank you. I'll be right back. Look up the definition to kingdoms. Tell me the hierarchy that's in a kingdom, and then legions, and tell me the hierarchy that's in that. y'all done looked it up? Google just said that 3,000 to 6,000 soldiers are considered legions. Okay, legion means a large number or group. Okay, many. Okay. So, okay, the eternal kingship of God. Politically organized community or major territorial unit having a monarchical form of government. So then there's structure and order. Because to have all those things, it needs to be a lot of people, or a lot of beings, or a lot of something. So y'all know how, like, when we watch the Scorpion King, and those armies come up out of the ground, like the dog armies, or whatever type of even in like Thor or any of those movies where they have like the ice giants, and they are organized armies, there are political wars being fought in the spirit all the time. And it says a vast multitude, vast host, or a number of people or things was a lot. So when they said to Jesus, why you come down here destroying our legions, excuse me, or disturbing our legions, okay. Do y'all see how these numbers is rounding out? He said, why you coming down here disturbing us? Has anyone paid attention that demons talk in plural all the time? They're always plural. Us, we, they. And people that are mentally ill call themselves us, we, they, when it's only one person. Right? Y'all not gonna love me for this, but that I identify as we, us, and they, you better start reading scriptures about who talk like that. Because in the Bible, the people that said we and it's one, us and it's one, it was some extra entities in there that wasn't supposed to be there. Any scary movie you watch about a person being fit, they say, we don't like you. Us. But it's single. So it should be me and I. But it's not. So demons speak in plural, whatever you want to call it. It's whatever. It's a whole bunch of them. Them. Thee, they, them, us, we. And people that are identifying in certain things are saying we, us, they. And it's a different person every time. Are y'all getting this? And the doctors identify with what the words say, and they say that's a form of what? Mental illness. So if you are referring to yourself as us or we, and it's only you, the Bible talks about being in a singleness of mind, and anything more than that, the mind is sick. Are y'all getting this? Bipolar is a sick mind. We talked about this. We, us, mean it ain't only you. I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't know why they get mad, because the Bible and the doctors is saying the same thing. The Bible say if you have anything more than a single mind, you're mentally ill. And they say that too. That's why they give you medicine for bipolarism. That's why they give you medicine for DID. That's why they give you medicine for schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is multiple entities in one body. That's why they flip it. You don't know who you talking to. You flip it. You don't know who you talking to. I'm not such and such. I'm such and such. I'm not such and such. I'm a 2-year-old girl. I'm this. I'm that. I'm this. I'm that. Those are the demons manifesting themselves as personalities. So anybody that refer to themselves as we or us, I moves away. Because if you want to continue, then that means that you okay with them entities, those entities inhabiting your body, and I ain't trying to grab on to nothing else. It's me here, me and the Lord, the Holy Ghost. That's the only other double thing I want now. Anything outside of, and I'm trying to get my mind online with the mind of Christ. So that's even in singleness of mind, because I don't want to think nothing He don't want me to think. But they'll say, oh, the church, the church, the church. The doctors is telling y'all the exact same thing that the Bible is saying. Crazy. They said if you bipolar, you mentally ill. The Bible said if you double-minded, man is unstable in all his ways, you sick. If you ain't in a single mind, so what's the difference? They say the same. They asked the man, how many of y'all in there is it? He said it's a legion of us. DID is us. DID and legion. They said a person can have 2,000 personalities with DID. And this one don't remember what that one said, because they ain't the same person. You mean they ain't the same demon? Don't be, oh, that church stuff. The doctors is saying the exact same thing that the Bible say, word for word. Cutters. It said when a demon is in a person, they mutilated the body. What does the devil want you to do? Mutilate your body. Demons look ugly and scary, and when they inhabit your body, you start to look the same. Sunky and scary looking, look like walking death. Every time we see a demon, ain't that what they look like? So if I function correctly and don't refer to myself as plural and I'm bipolar, yes, baby, one mind. If you don't believe me, just go read scriptures about singleness of mind. Bi is two. The Bible says that a man with two minds is unstable. Bipolarism is considered a mental illness. It's the same thing. The Bible says a double-minded man, a man with two minds is unstable. Okay? They're not healthy in their mind. The American medical whatever says bipolar, a two-minded person is mentally ill. They say bipolarism is a mental sickness. So they're saying the exact same thing that the word is saying, that if you have two minds, you are not healthy. If you have three minds, not healthy. 4, 5, 2,000, 7,652. Your mind is not healthy. And people say, oh, the Bible is wrong. Well, then why are you believing when the doctors say the exact same thing? Make it make sense. So the doctors can say it, but the Bible can't. If you Google demonic inhabitation or whatever word, possession, Bible, and go read all the scriptures about the people that was inhabited, listen. Is that the same in living in duality? No, because if your spirit leave your body, don't you die? The last breath you take is your spirit leaving your body. Duality is I am a human in the flesh, and there is a spirit down on the inside of me, the spirit of life. But when you take your last breath, your chest does not rise anymore because your spirit has left your body. The singleness of spirit is just need to be your own mind and then the Holy Ghost on the inside of you. That's it. God knocks on the door and asks to come in. Demons sneak in. They do robbery, like they break in. They use trauma. They use hurt. They use SA. They use drugs. They slither in. God don't come in until you ask him. And then when demons get in, they hide and they cause you to hurt your family members because they'll say, I didn't say that. Yes, you did. I didn't. I wouldn't say that to you, but you did. They use your body as an avatar. When he's on drugs, he's a different person. When she's drinking, she's just not herself because she ain't herself. Wine and spirits. You don't act like that till the demon get in your body. And it's a difference between wine and spirits. Ooh, I can't drink that dark, baby, because I get to cutting up. Ooh, baby, I can't drink light, honey, because I get some. Baby, if I hear some tequila, I'm a whole different girl. I would have never done this. We watch these shows. I would have never put myself in that position. I used to be in college and this and that. And then my friends, they gave me and they told me to try this. And then before I knew it, I was selling my body on the street and blase skip. We hear the stories. You see doctors go from sugar to fertilizer for a drug. Something that they probably they put themselves in situations they would have never put themselves into. But that demon that inhabits them, that uses them as an avatar, is the person that tells them get up and go. And I know people that have done drugs, and they told me that they body, they'll know when that, because the body, like they body will wake them up, and they'll get up and be on the streets looking for money, because that demon will sit up in them. This is from a person who used to be addicted to a very strong drug. They told me that spirit would sit and it would lead them to where they needed to go, and it'll be something right there every time. Neighborhood they ain't never been in, don't know nobody, and the very person that ride up to them is the person that got the dope in the pocket or whatever it was that they was looking for. So who? You hear me? I done talked to a lot of people, y'all, about a lot of different things, and I learned a lot. Cool thing is, I came from a background of deliverance and studying about demons. So when I was out in the world, I already knew what it was. Wasn't a surprise. And we know this to be true because most of our medicine is named after demons. And the Bible say when one demon get in, boom, he hold the door open for 7 stronger demons to come in, and the man's situation is worse off than it was at first. We see this all the time, that people take medicine and then they just had like high blood pressure. Some really could have been managed without medicine. But now all the side effects from the one medicine that they're taking, now their liver's shutting down. Now their body is not producing enough insulin or whatever it is, because those are the other demons that have came in now just through that one. And the medicines have to get getting stronger and stronger, and it's breaking the person down. Well, that's spiritual. You take 21 pills. If I were you, I would definitely get that demon book, the demon, and then even the mythology books, because like we, you might not have been here, but a while ago we studied and Gardasil and Gardasil, the medicines that are for fertility, whatever. The one of them birth control, one of them is a shot for HPV. Well, those two names are the names of the angel. He goes by two different names, Gardasil and Gardasil. Well, Gardasil and Gardasil is the name of the angel that taught men every death blow, even abortion. He taught them how to kill in the womb. He taught them to kill out of the womb. He stops life. Gardasil and Gardasil. And they name medicine that stops life after the angel that taught men all the death blows. You don't think that had nothing to do with nothing? Because a lot of the people that got the HPV shot are sterile now. A lot of those young girls that they were sterilizing without their parents, they was giving them that HPV, talking about the human papillomavirus. A lot of them are sterile now. They're having fertility problems. Okay, and Gardasil or Gardasil is birth control. It's gonna stop you from getting pregnant. That's stopping life. So Gardasil and Gardasil. Okay, both names is for one angel, but he teaches no more life. That's what he teaches you how to do, is stop life. Ain't that crazy? And the medical community picked that name for birth control. Just like Satan is very vain, right? And doesn't he wants to be the most beautiful thing and this and that. And that medicine, Belkyra, is for double chin, so that you don't age, so that your skin stays tight. Well, Belkyra is another name for the devil, and he's very vain. Vanity comes from him. We've looked up other ones too, and it's the same thing. So Belkyra is the name of the injection, so that you don't have double chin. Belkyra. Belkyra is in here. Is a name, one of the names of Lucifer, the devil. We always, can you flip it, please? We use our manners here, please. Don't nobody tell me what to do. Flip it, please. Okay. You're welcome. And y'all know we record on YouTube, so you can always go back and watch this. Mhm. So I'm just saying, know before you go. What they say, know before you dig, know before you go, know before you take that medicine. They don't have to say please. Over here they do. Don't nobody tell me what to do. They have to say please and thank you. Yes, they do, or I'm not doing nothing. They sure do. I don't have to lift up that book if I don't want to, but if you say please flip it, then I will. But if you can't read backwards, that ain't my problem. Because I can read backwards. So, yeah, you're going to use your manners over here. I ain't selling nothing. I don't have to do nothing. I'm a 43-year-old woman. So, yeah, please and thank you get you a long way around here. If you don't use them, then I just ignore you. Like I did my kids. If my kids didn't say excuse me while I was talking, I act like they wasn't there. And I'll still do it right now. You're gonna say, excuse me, if you see I'm doing something, you're gonna ask, can I please touch this? May I have that? We use manners. I don't care if this is the internet. Um, I don't know how to say your last name, Bank. Just get the Old Testament Pseudepigrapha. Yeah, I'm not gonna run through all these books. The Old Testament Pseudepigrapha, and I think mine is in my room by James Charlesworth. You can always go in I have a book list up there in my Amazon. You can run through there, and it's good books in there. I've listed some in there. We have our disaster preparedness and all of that, because all of these books are good to me. I can give you a reason as to why every last one of them is good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I love y'all, and I'm about to go lay down. But when y'all get time, finish reading Nicodemus 18, 19, and 20. I'm about to go eat and get in my bed. I don't know if I'm gonna do a night class because it seems like at nighttime I'll be feeling worse. So you said please and thank you can't disappear in the virtual world. No, it's crazy. People are crazy. And I think because they don't have to, I love y'all too. I think because I don't care what everybody else do. I'm gonna be me, and me is you use manners, and you don't go in people's refrigerator, and you don't touch stuff you ain't been invited to touch, and just all kinds of stuff. This world is crazy. Like people just walk up and try to touch my hair. I don't know you. I just think your hair is so interesting, and I'll punch you in your face. What if I walk up and touch your cat? And I ain't talking about the one on four legs. Because my hair is as sacred as my private parts. Don't walk up and touch my hair. That's how people do spells on people. No, for real. Y'all think I'm joking, but if I just walk up and rub your nipple, it's the same thing. You're going to be trying to say I sexually assaulted you. Well, you did too when you pulled my hair. Because it's sacred to me. So, no, I know you don't, but I'm just saying people just think because, oh, what make you, I don't know, you could have just dug in your booty and want to wipe your hands on my hair. Get your nasty self. No, just because it's in this, I'm not a museum piece. Could have just dug all in your cheeks, and then you gonna try to touch my hair. If you don't get your nasty little doodle fingers away from my hair, people nasty. Spells by touching, yes. If a person enchants a spell and then touch you, yeah, doodle fingers. Y'all, people are digging their nose, flick a booger, and then try to touch your hair. If you don't get your, everybody don't wash. And everybody don't wash their hands with soap when they come out the bathroom. Some people don't even look at the sink. They go on and touch all their private parts and get right back on that computer. Nasty. And don't let me catch you being the one because I just look at you like this when I'm washing my hands. And I'm going to turn my nose up because you got to touch the door that I got to touch. Nasty self. I almost said nasty ASS. Gonna wipe your butt and then get up, touch the thing, and then don't wash your hands and go out and be. That's why I don't like eating out. Mm-mm. No, I don't want you to hand me nothing. Don't give me my menu or nothing. I done already looked online. Nasty tail. And if I'm hurting your feelings, good, because you need to be washing your hands when you come out the bathroom with soap and wash under your little nasty fingernails. And this auntie talking, grandma, whoever, it's nasty. And y'all need to be teaching them babies, don't just pull their pants up and run out the bathroom, that they need to hit their hands with soap and water. I worked in daycare, and you can tell the parents that did not make their kids wash their hands with soap. That's nasty. And yes, I'm irritated by it, because that could possibly be why I'm sick. Once somebody in one of them gas stations I stopped in did wash their old trifling hand, even though I did. Yeah, I got a nail brush in my sink right now. Keep one. Yeah. So I love y'all. Bye. So even when I'm sick, I be fussing. It don't go away.